You know what's the best? The Midwest! What up? Now, of course, I'm saying this as someone who's only ever lived in the Midwest, so I really don't know what all other areas of America are like, or if they are better or not, but this is the internet, so everything I say on here is true. This originally was going to be a how-to guide to live in Indiana, but then I slowly started to realize that basically just the middle portion of America is basically indistinguishable from all the states. You know, you can just mesh them into one big giant piece of corn. Now, there are some main pillars to life in the Midwest, and the first one, at least in Indiana, is what we like to call Hoosier hospitality, and basically that just means that you're friends with pretty much everyone. Now, I'm not trying to say that being nice to people is wrong, because I believe the complete opposite of that, but imagine you're in the checkout line buying tampons, and people are talking to you. Oh, hey, got some tampons here, how are you doing? Good? Yeah, I think you know how I'm doing right now, but we can continue to have this weird conversation and just pretend like everything's normal. Another important pillar to Midwest life is the neighborhood. Now, my neighborhood, for instance, used to be very, very close-knit. We used to have block parties all the time. However, then we got a little too close, and in 1 year, I think there were 6 inter-neighborhood affairs. It was crazy year. But in general, neighborhoods are important. In my experience, the main thing I've noticed about my neighbors is that A, they always have eggs on them, so if you're ever making brownies and you need eggs, you can always go to them. They're always really nice. And B, they really, really care about their lawns. They never stop. Their grass grows this much, and they're like, oh man, oh, my God, we gotta go mow the lawn. And it's like, no, you don't. Funnily enough, this lady over here, her first marriage ended because her ex-husband kept buying tractors without telling her, and that was the cause of the divorce. Now, as important growing grass is to people in the Midwest, growing corn and soybeans is even way more important. And most farms here, they rotate their crop because that's what smart farmers do. And it's very, very important to know whether or not it is corn year or soybean year. This is a very easy thing to find out because soybeans grow to be this big and corn grows to be this big. Really not difficult to figure out, but if you don't know, then everyone will know that you're an idiot, basically. Now, if any of you are from the Midwest and you are watching this video, you might be thinking I'm an idiot for going this far into the video without mentioning this. The most important time of the year for a Midwesterner, especially a Hoosier, especially from my town, that's the county fair. Fair week is basically the center of everyone's world, it seems like. I personally think the fair is the worst. It's everything I hate just packed into one. Elephant ears are amazing, but what you have to go through to get that piece of deliciousness, it's just not worth it. I don't know how many times I can say this to get my point across effectively, but people lose their shit during fair. There are some people that are there from 8 o'clock in the morning or whenever the hell fair opens to midnight 7 days in a row. How they do this without losing their mind, I don't know. Part of me believes because they never really had a mind to begin with, but I'm not in the business of judging others based on their actions. However, while Fair Week is really important, so is being nice to others, and the Midwest is really just a great example of how great America is. I don't mean to turn this into a super patriotic video, but I think the Midwest really is the best. Though it is batshit crazy 90% of the time, it's also got a fun, loving, quirky heart, and it's close to mine because I love it. So, Midwest for life.